Good morning. Give me just a minute to pull this up and we'll get started. Facebook is always a few seconds behind. Okay. All right, guys, we are ready to get going here. Good morning, Jonna. Nice to have you with me today. I am Lola Rist with LolaRist.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we are going to do Facebook Live here in just a moment. Oh, my gosh. So it's been a busy morning here. I started at 6:30. Which for some people that may be late. I started at 6:30 and I have been going a mile a minute. So morning, Tina, nice to have you and Ann with us. Happy Monday. You know, right, happy Monday. We should be happy about Mondays. We should be. Well, I'm gonna go on ahead and get us going here. Hey, Patsy, nice to have you with us too. Give me just a minute to turn this and get it tightened down. Okay. So the plan of attack, the packets for the bingo, speed bingo on this Thursday, October 5 at 7 p.m. are going in the mail today. I've got them all packed. I've got to go over after this and get the labels on them, the mailing labels printed, and get them to the post office. So they should be going out by noon today. I want to share with you that we have in the beginning of November, it's going to be called A Gathering of Friends. It is a fall retreat. It's actually going to be 2 days, November 3rd from 1 to 10 p.m. If anybody leaves, is still there at 10 p.m., I'll stay. If they're done, if there's still somebody there, we are closing the door at 10 because I'm going to go home and go to bed. But then we also will come back on November 4th from 8 to 4, so you can just leave your stuff there at the church. So you'll have 2 days that you can craft. We will be doing about $20 you'll receive out of the cost. That will be $35. You'll get like $20 in product. And so for those of you that are online that are wanting to do this, we can absolutely do it, but that will include your shipping will be covered and everything, so we don't have to add anything more than the $35. We're going to work with, I'm hoping to work with that winter paper, the one Winter Meadows or something like that, the one that's got the pretty peacock and the Lost Lagoon and the Moody Mauve, that paper that's wintry but doesn't scream Christmas, because I'm not leaning towards Christmas. I'm thinking more, I'm almost over Christmas in terms of cards, because we're coming to the end of that with our Christmas card classes and things. So I'm just looking at general for winter greeting cards and things. So the cost of $35 will get you half a pack of paper, a bolt of ribbon, and some gems, and that will be mailed, and it will get you the card kits for 8 cards. And then you also will have space at your table. There will be 2 of you per table. You have all the space you want to just start crafting and bring whatever you want to work on. You can go on ahead and come one day. If you can only come November 3rd, it's still $35. If you can come both days, it's $35. I'm not tacking anything on extra like that. I am going to be offering 2 more classes that are added on for additional charge. One will be a product-based class using Zany Zoo, and the other one will be a fall frame, 4x4 frame of my my Truckin' Along stamp set. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about that. It will do all 4 seasons. So there's what's coming up. So look it over. We would love to have you participate, whether it's online or you're going to be coming and being with us in person. Either one is great. We do have a limited amount of space at our church where we hold this in Macon, Missouri. So, space is limited. So we'd love to have you join us. Okay, so let's get started. I wanted to use Zany Zoo. I'm this week I'm trying to do something besides all holidays. I have done so much holidays, and I'm not past Christmas at any way means, but I just need to go back and give some love to the annual catalog. Good morning, Mary. I'm glad you're with us, and oh my gosh, you're right. Our Chiefs made me so nervous last night. I couldn't watch. And we always record the games. And I said, Jim, I don't think I can sit through this and watch this again. I don't think so. I mean, I heard it. We had the radio going off to the side because we like the radio announcers better than the TV people. And, I mean, let's face it, it's Mitch Holtis. It gets so excited. But, I was cleaning out emails. And I had not touched one section of my emails promotions for like 2 months. I had 2,000 and some emails. I was just click, 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 click. And I was just, oh my gosh, they did win. That's all we know. Yes, everyone in the entire United States and all the world knows that Taylor Swift was there. They did win. Thank goodness they won. You know, and that's all that matters. It's that W at the end. It's got to have that win. Got to have that win. So anyhow, all right, so we're going to go back to the annual catalog a little bit because I love the mini catalog. I mean, let's face it, everything in the mini catalog is awesome. But I need to give some love back here. So we're going back to the annual catalog. And this was a kit that I am going to use for an add-on. And so I thought, let's start with it today. So I went with a different fun fold. And if you are new and haven't been with us before, I am crafting on the fly. More times than not, I have the pieces all arranged. I have everything pre-cut, but I haven't had a chance to put the card together. At 6:30 this morning, you're lucky I got one card together. So this is how we're going to go about doing it. I don't even know what we would call this fun fold. It's like it's going to open this way. It's a double flat fold. I don't know if there's such a thing. But we're going to start with Lemon Lime Twist. I was so thankful when they brought Lemon Lime Twist back to our core colors. I love Lemon Lime Twist. In fact, I made sure that I had an extra package of it at the end before it went out. Good morning, Rosemary. So Zany Zoo is the stamp set we're using. And I went on ahead and I used the raccoon. I have the little raccoon here with the balloons. I went on ahead and stamped him because I didn't want to bring my die cut machine out with everything else I was doing. So I have that done. And we're going to make a little birthday card. Even though it looks juvenile, this set is not just for kids. It really isn't. It's got some fun little greetings and just whimsical, and I love it. So we're going to start with this piece here, and then we're going to have another piece, and this one is 5.5 by 3.25. 5.5 by 3.25, and then I scored it at 1/2 right here, okay? And I don't have my bone folder here, so I have to just use my nails or a block or whatever. Rosemary, you weren't here when I was telling everybody about the retreat that we're offering. We'd love to have you join us on the 3rd and the 4th, or any of those, and just come craft with us at the church. I'm going to take tear and tape, and I'm going to run my tear and tape like so. Because I want this to be a good, solid, glued piece. I don't want my card falling apart the first time they try to open it. And tear and tape is much more, it's stronger. All right, so I'm kind of using my grid paper. Do you guys use your metrics on the grid paper, all the measurements? I think those are important. All right, so I'm going to try to get this about the same. Right, like that. So this is gonna fold down, and this one will fold down, and that should have gone up a little higher. So let's see if I could pull it up. I may have to put a little more tear and tape on. Again, if you guys are new with me, this is the way I craft. I make as I go. And there are times when I screw up. And there are times that I have to come back and show you how I fixed it. But I think everybody needs to see that because, you know, we all make mistakes. And we need to see, how do you fix it? We don't throw it in the trash. I did that once with my home ec project that I was sewing. Oh, I hated to sew. My mother loved to sew and my sister loved to sew, and I was such a failure with sewing. Not my thing at all. All right, so now I got to kind of come back here. And I want to make sure that I'm up just a hair over. That this will fold down. All right, there we go. All right, so this is our flap. We're going to have this piece here that folds down to the front. Now let's cover that up a little bit. So I'm going to take a black piece of paper that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So Anne, you said you love Zany Zoo. Have you done a lot of cards with it? I love the paper. I think the paper's cool. And I love black and white. That is one of my favorites. I hope it's a fun fold, Mary. I hope it's a fun one. Okay, and then I have a piece of white DSP. And before I put that on there, do I have my stamp? I don't. It's okay. I'll just go on ahead. I was going to put balloons on it, but I don't have my stamp out here for that. My raccoon. So I'm going to put this down, and this will be the inside of my card. And I'm going to go on ahead and put the greeting on it. And I want to use something great to celebrate you. We're going to put the happy birthday on the outside. So let me go on ahead and put this on. So I don't know if it's supposed to be cooler or not this week. Man, we're tired of the heat. It just seems like we are still having summer. Our air conditioning is still running. The nice utility bill came. So, there's my memento. A great adult birthday card. Super. That's what I wanted to know. I don't want it to just be kid related. All right, I think I got a little excess ink. No, I was good. So I'm going to go on ahead and put that here. Like so. All right, so there we have that. So now let's come back to the piece on the front because I need to have a piece here. Oh, in the 30s in the morning. Oh my gosh. Arlie, it's supposed to be cooler too. Jim commented, he said he's about ready for soups. He said it's about soup season. He's ready for some soup. So, nothing better than a crock pot of soup cooking on the island. All right, so this one is going to be 1, 2, 3 1/8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 7/8. And then I have a 3-inch piece of DSP, and I have a 3 inches by 4 3/4. And I want to change the color of this. I want to go with a lemon lime green background. So I'm going to take my blending brush. Now I have used my blending brush multiple times and I've tried to clean it as best I can. So hopefully it will still be lemon lime green. And I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to start adding color in. And we're going to change this so that it's not white anymore. Looks like leopard spots, doesn't it? Starting off of the paper so that I don't get that big dark streak. I gotta hurry, and I got one there that's a little darker. You can make it as dark as you want. I love blending brushes. They were one of the best things for me that they added. I didn't care for the sponging. I felt like I got streaky. So I like the brushes. I think they're a smoother image. Okay. So we're going to go on ahead and put this one down now. And it's going to go onto the black piece that I had. I don't want it to be winter yet. I just don't. I want fall. I want fall. I don't know that our trees, I look out the window, my tree leaves, they're all green, guys. They're not changing. It's October. All right, so that's going to go right here on the front of my card, like that. But I want to put some ribbon on it, so I'm going to go on ahead and use this ribbon, which is part of the suite. And I'm going to put my adhesive on the back. Yes, the fall paper is on back order. Or you mean fall in general is on back order. Well, that seems appropriate for Stampin' Up, doesn't it, right at this moment? Things are coming in, but oh my goodness. That fall paper was beautiful, and it has been a hot item because just as soon as it comes in, it goes back on within less than 24 hours. It is back on back order again. I have a list of people who are wanting it, and I'm kind of like watching for it, hoping I can contact them and get in charge with them, in contact with them before it goes out again. Okay, so there's that. But this is kind of blah. So let's put something here too. Arla, your leaves are turning and falling. Well, you're a little bit, I think, a little bit farther north than we are. Probably, if I were to go up North Missouri, above Kirksville, they probably are doing the same thing there too. It's amazing how much of a time factor you can get when you travel. Like down in Columbia is 60 miles away from us, and they have daffodils and lilacs and stuff blooming a week before we even see them up here. They're up, but they're not blooming. So, all right, now, if we put this on the front of our card, I think it's going to make it pop. So let's put that here. We bring this down, and woo, look at that. Isn't that great? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. All right, so now let's take the little raccoon. And the thing I like about this is you don't have to color everything in. They have just been using them, and when you see it on the paper and things, they just cover parts of it. So we're not going to color the raccoon body. I could if I, well, I tell you what, you guys let me know if you want me to color the raccoon body. I have crumb cake over here to the side, but I have light pastels. I want the light daffodil delight, light bubble bath, light balmy blue, and light lemon lime twist. I'm just going to color in balloons. So let me know if I'm supposed to be coloring in the raccoon's body or not. So we're going to do one balloon in each of our colors. I love bubble bath. We needed a pretty soft pink, and there it is. I don't know, there was something about petal pink that was peachy brown. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just a different shade, and I don't know, it took me a while to find the love for the Blushing Bride. That took me a while. Probably my favorite pink was an old one that we had called Pink Pirouette. It was really pretty, and this bubble bath is a lot like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put him here on this, and then I'm going to go on ahead and put my greeting at the top on a circle, and I use the circle from the reach for the stars. If you don't, even if you don't want the astronaut, there's some great circles here. Awesome to have a great collection. There's a couple of ovals that you can use. So, you know, it's one of those things, do you not maybe want the stamp set, but you can use the dies for the circles, and they're really good to have. So I'm going to go on ahead and take this one, and I want it to say happy birthday to you. So let's find the greeting. So I normally do not put labels on. So sometime if I use it for class, I will put the labels on it because they prefer them. So if you see one with a label, it's because I didn't do it. I've got black on that. Let's turn it over. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. Okay. And we're gonna go on ahead and put the adhesive on the back. So I need you to know, coloring the animal would give a contrast to all the black and white. That is true. Okay. So Jonna has given us her opinion. Somebody has given a thumbs up. So I will go on ahead and color him because I have crumb cake over here to the side. So I need some dimensionals. And I wanted to put the greeting up because he's looking up at it. I thought that was cute, the little look on his face looking up. So happy birthday to you. All right, throw this back in there. Let's go on ahead and take a piece of ribbon and not a bow, but just a knot. Slide it under here. Cut these on the angles. I'm going to slide him over a little bit so that I make sure I've got my guy here. Give me a second here to pull out a color. Okay. So here is a light crumb cake. But if you didn't want to color it, you wouldn't have to. I'll go on ahead and put some color on his body. I'm not going to color his tummy. And I'm not going to color the face because if you color the face, then you lose the detail of the nose and the mouth and the whole bit, even though he is a raccoon. So he's going to be a mutated raccoon without a black face. Again, though, you wouldn't have to. Sometimes it's just nice to have a little bit of color. And we are just about done, guys. So Christmas card class sign-ups is going on. I have the packet, I have the presents for everybody that participated in all 4 months. I had a lot of you that did that. So I'm going to have to get my work going on that because I don't want to just throw them in, the embellishments. I want to make them look a little nicer. So I'm going to do a little treat with that. Let's give him a little nose where his hands are kind of bent. The mark on his ears. And we are ready to finish our card. Almost done. So I'll be seeing some of you in person this week. We have Stamp and Sip tonight. And I know you do, Rosemary. She loves whimsical cards. This is a cute one then. Hi, Chris. Nice to have you. I will be seeing some of you in person at Stamp and Sip. We have some coming for technique class on Wednesday. And then some of you will be participating in the online bingo. Jonna and Chris and Pam and I have got our cards ready. And there it is. There's my card, guys. So, flips up like, oh, I didn't get any adhesive here. That's funny. I thought, what's going on? Oh, I know why, because I just adhered it with where the ribbon is. There's not going to be any down here either. So where the ribbon was is where I just stuck it down. Ha! I'm on the mess here. Give me a second. Well, just a second here. We're just going to slide this right off. And we'll tie a new knot because that's got sticky on it. Now it's stuck down right. Good grief. Okay. And we need to add one little piece there for the knot again. And I'm done. I didn't find time this morning to find embellishments, but I will go back in there because I think there's one that's got lemon lime embellishments in the catalog, and those are the ones I want with this. Okay, so here it goes. Flap up, and my card. Isn't that a cute card? I love that. I love that. I don't know what you would call it, double flap, but it's cute and it's easy and it's bright and cheerful, and I think that makes a great birthday card for anyone, child or adult. Anyone, teenager, super cute. I know, I love fun folds too. That's probably my favorite part of crafting is hunting for fun folds. I love to come up with fun folds and try different things. So, Flippin' Flap, I love it. Mary, that's perfect. It's a Flippin' Flap card. I almost want to make it Flippin' Flappin' card, but Flippin' Flap card. Flippin' Flap. I love it. Perfect title. All right, I will get those posted this week for you guys so that you can be trying to make some of these on your own. Tina, good to have you guys. Don't forget, fall retreat will be going out. The paper is going to be starting to be posted. A gathering of friends. It will be at the church. You can come one day, you can come 2 days. It doesn't matter how often you come for that. The cost is still going to be $35. 20 of that is going to be, 20 of it will be product. So if you tax and shipping on that, that's like 25. And then there'll be some snacks and a couple of little party gift things at your spot. So really and truly, it doesn't matter if you're online or in person, it's still going to be a good deal. And you'll have card class, you'll have the opportunity for add-on classes, and I'm excited. So I'm excited. And you'll have time to work on your own things, which is one of the things a lot of people like. They like to be able to do their own work. So here's my card, and we're going to call it a Flippin' Flap card. Flippin' Flap. Okay. All right, guys. Nice to have you here. Thanks for being here and supporting me. Do me a favor. If you have not signed up on lolarisk.com on my email, please go on there so that I can make sure that I get information to you. lolarisk.com. There'll be a pop-up that says to sign up for my email list. Please do that so that you do catch all of the promotions and things like that. I really appreciate it. Take care. God love you. Bye-bye.